What's up, you guys? Thought I would do just a little tutorial for anyone who needs it about how to get those pesky the sticker residue off of slipcases. You know, it's just kind of a bummer that they couldn't maybe put some sort of, plastic over the whole packaging, instead of putting it directly on the slipcase. But it's a quick fix, so I thought I'd just give you a little heads up as to how I do it. There are different ways I've seen people do it, but I thought, you know what, I'll just show you how I do. I just picked up Wall-E, this version, the other day, and it had, just one of those, hey, you can watch it on your PS3 stickers, and it just, it didn't come off. So my first bit of advice is try to get as much of the sticker off as you can. Now this one I've pretty much gotten all of it that I can off of. And especially with slipcases that have been sitting for a while, it's very common for the stickers to really just kind of stick on there instead of like buying on the first day, and usually they just peel right off. So let's get started. I'm going to place that there for a sec. I just recommend getting, I just ripped up an old t-shirt. I prefer to use that because it's kind of soft instead of using like a towel like this, because it's a little rough, and then sometimes like little fuzzies will get on the sticker residue. So I just recommend tearing up an old t-shirt. And then what I use is Goof Off. You can find Goof Off, just about anywhere, Long's, Rite Aid. Oh, it isn't Long's anymore. CVS, Rite Aid, probably the hardware store. I bought this at Big Lots. This whole thing was $4. I would imagine Target has it. Anywhere. I think even the dollar store has like little bottles of it or little sprays of it. So what I do to start is, well, it just depends. I kind of play it by ear. Oh, and here's the thing. Before you start, here's a prime example. Look at the material that you're working on. This is the Rise of the Planet of the Apes slipcover. Beautiful slipcover. They did a fine job with this. But it's kind of a funky material. It's not like the regular cardboard material. It has like a feel to it. And of course, well, where was it? The sticker was up in here. So I tried using the Goof Off, and you can tell right there it took off some of the paint. Now, granted, it's not a huge deal, but it, for this slipcover, it took off a little bit of it. So always kind of keep an eye on what the material is you're working with. So what I do is, to start, I will just like barely, I'll just spray like just a little bit on there and just rub it in. Just kind of get that working in there, and then get your fingernail, see if I can get that, and start carefully peeling it off. You can tell it's starting to come off. Pretty much no problem. Most are no problem to get off. And just kind of, you get the idea. You just kind of pick at it and pick at it until that first layer is gone. So there we are. We had to refocus. Okay, so now we've gotten like that first layer off, and you can tell there's still some residue there. So once again, you can kind of do it two ways. You can either put it directly on your old t-shirt material and apply, or just do a little bit on the residue area. And once again, just kind of work it in a little bit And you can kind of feel it starting to come off. And then that's kind of when I start to use the towel a little bit. It's really just kind of, you repeat that first process until you get it to where you like it. Now this one's going to be, that first layer came off no problem, but as you can tell, it's still got some residue. So what I'm going to do is just put some on the towel and work it in. And that's starting to do it. You can tell it's starting to come up right in here. Now you also have to be careful because sometimes by using a piece of material, it also will smear it around. So just use caution. But I've never had a slip like this, you know, just that regular cardboard material. Now see, that's what I'm talking about. You got to be careful. There was a little bit of metallic right there. So always be careful. Not a huge deal, but it just depends on how nice you want your slip cover to look. Yeah, I gotta be careful. Some of that metallic's coming off. So I may just stop right there. So, as you can tell, not perfect, but pretty darn good. I'm going to stop because it's starting to take some of that. Let's see. Let's see if we can see it on camera here. Right in there. I took a little bit of that metallic off. But that's okay. And for me, not a huge deal. It got off most of that residue, and we're all good. Usually it's not a problem, but those are the type of things, like I was talking about, where you have to be careful. So anyways, you know, that's how I do it. Just kind of get your goof off and play around with it for a little bit. Put it on the towel, put it on the slip, whatever you're comfortable with, and just kind of take your time and work your way through. So I really hope that helped you guys. And if you guys know of a better way or even a different way that you take the adhesives off, the sticker adhesives off, you know what, do leave a comment below or even do a video response. Because if there's a better way, I would sure love to know what it is as well. So I will catch you guys later. Take care.